AI hype had been terrifying me, keeping me awake at night, worried about what tomorrow's AI advancements will bring. But I never asked myself the simple question, have they got us all fooled?
It is going to eliminate a lot of current jobs, that's true. We can make much better ones.
I've always thought of AI as the most profound technology humanity is working on. More profound than fire or electricity or anything that we have done in the past.
It's one of the things that, just sort of 4 or 5 things I thought would really affect the future dramatically.
Now let's be real. Elon, Altman, Sundar, all these tech giants with their insane AI promises. It's easy to get sucked into the robots are coming for our job hype. So as a computer scientist, I was really starting to freak out about my future. But then I decided to stop listening to the headlines and dig into what's actually happening. You see, I love deconstructing complex problems, and this AI hype feels like one giant puzzle with missing pieces. So I've poured myself into the research of experts to analyze the situation, and here's what I found. The hype doesn't quite match the reality. Now, the only way AI truly takes all of our jobs is if it becomes artificial general intelligence. This is when an AI becomes at least as smart as a human across a wide range of tasks. And despite the promises from these tech giants like Sam Altman and co, LLMs or large language models won't be doing that anytime soon due to the 4 intelligence characteristics that they lack that humans don't. And as soon as you know what these are, which I'll explain shortly, you can sit back and relax in the knowledge that your job, your degree, the skills you're learning, they are all safe. But this doesn't change our second issue. The hype and overwhelm of information is real, and the constant upkeep of trying to keep up has a massively detrimental effect on all of us. You see, it isn't even our fault. Our brains are wired to seek out new information and potential threats. So all of this talk about robots taking our jobs or AI surpassing human intelligence naturally triggers anxiety and a fear of missing out. And I nearly reached breaking point. Fortunately, there is a simple system that I've put together that ensures you get any AI news actually worth knowing without having to religiously follow every development. And once you've learned it, your brain will go from this to this. This is the same system I used to stop myself and all of my computer science friends from losing their minds and get over the rampant tech burnout that was plaguing us all daily. And although I don't like to admit it, I recently almost quit my computer science degree due to this insane tech hype. But I'm now on a mission over 3 years to ensure 100,000 of us STEM students stay in college or university if you're in the UK, stay in our careers, overcome our fear of the unknown, and thrive in this era of AI by sharing the information that matters. You can think of me as the no hype AI guy. In this video, we're going to look at how the endless AI hype fuels burnout and overwhelm. Then we'll discuss the 4 key intelligence characteristics that prove why large language models won't magically lead to human level intellect and take all our jobs. And finally, I'll give you my simple system that cuts through the AI hype to save you time and sanity. How the AI hype nearly drove me insane. Have you ever been so overwhelmed by the AI hype you almost missed a major deadline for a computer science project? All the talk of robots and supercomputers had me seriously doubting my CS path. I love tech, I love AI, but the constant hype was driving me nuts. I'd be deep into my computer science degree, learning fascinating things like wireless communication, feeling totally focused, and then bam, a swarm of AI hype videos hits my email, my YouTube homepage, the news on my phone. It's the 3rd new AI breakthrough of the day. Robots taking over, major job losses. They took our jobs! Honestly, it was impossible to keep up, and that stress was eating away at me. Even Elon Musk himself couldn't keep up with his own hype. The hype had me questioning my whole future. Is what I'm learning even going to be relevant in a year? Never mind 5. Were those late nights studying algorithms pointless? The constant overwhelm was crushing my spirits. I couldn't take it anymore. But I'm an optimistic guy. I'm always looking for solutions. I needed to get to the bottom of these LLMs and the AI hype to separate separate the real potential from the clickbait headlines. And the funny thing is, the deeper I dug into how these systems actually work, the less worried I became. Turns out this whole AI taking over thing might be much further away than the headlines make it seem. Figuring out the limitations of LLMs. Okay, so let's be real, I fell for the AI hype hard. Remember a couple of those videos I made? Yeah, heavy dose of AI's taking over the world in a couple of them. I'll be the first to admit it. It is what it is. I'm still kicking myself for believing it. But then I took a step back and I started to think critically. Now, it's not that I think it'll never happen. It's just where we are now. Think about it. Large language models. Are they really the path to AGI? Language is just one tiny part of being a human. It's a pretty recent invention in the grand scheme of things. And how can something be truly intelligent if it's missing all of that rich human experience? And that's when the absolutely obvious hit me. We experience the world through our senses, our bodies. Things LLMs completely lack. I dug a little deeper. How much data does the human brain actually take in a lifetime? Over a lifetime, just the visual data your eyes could take in could fill up around 3,000 terabyte hard drives. And that's just our sight. Imagine if we could quantify the data from all our senses. And now compare this to an LLM. Even with massive data like the Common Crawl, which is used to feed LLMs and contains roughly about 10 terabytes uncompressed, LLMs work with maybe around 0.33% of the visual data alone that makes us intelligent. LLMs simply don't have access of the data that makes us intelligent. I couldn't shake that thought, so I went further into it and I found a brilliant podcast with Lex Friedman and Jan LeCun, an AI pioneer. He explained what LLMs are actually good at, but more importantly, what they are not good at. And this brings us to the 4 missing pieces of key intelligence that LLMs do not have that humans do. They do not have an understanding of the physical world. They do not have a persistent memory. They can't reason like a human does, and they can't plan like a human does. As soon as I heard that, that was my okay, something's not right here moment. I was relieved, to tell you the truth. These limitations put everything into perspective. Suddenly, AGI coming from LLMs felt much less likely. The fear started to melt away. I could finally focus on what matters in AI right now. Knowing this completely calmed me down about that AI is gonna take my job stuff. But the constant news cycles and wild predictions were still overwhelming. I needed a way to cut through the noise. That's why I built the AI Hype Filter specialized bot, which has honestly saved my sanity and will do the same for you. Building the AI Hype Filter, I grabbed a coffee, fired up my laptop, and began my mission to build this system. It was seriously impacting my studies and my mental health. I knew there had to be a better way to stay on top of AI without all this constant overwhelm. I channeled my frustration into creating an AI of my own, an AI Hype Filter specialized bot. I was gonna fight fire with fire. My mission was clear: gather reliable AI information, train my bot to identify hype, and create resources to combat the overload. I envisioned a specialized AI bot for those of you with ChatGPT subscriptions, and a curated PDF system for those who don't, as I wanted everyone to be able to benefit. So I started scrolling through the web, separating legitimate news sources from the rest, analyzing AI research papers, even reaching out to my STEM student friends. I must have spent 100 hours alone just gathering the resources. Here's how my AI filter works. A source credibility checker. I trained my bot on a curated list of trusted sources. It knows the hallmarks of reliable news. You'll get the most important AI developments without digging through clickbait. And I built in a hype analyzer. Now this is the fun part. My bot has studied sensational headlines and buzzword heavy articles. It can spot hype a mile away. And over time, you'll be able to do it too. And finally, I added a skills and career advisor. AI is changing the job market fast. My bot gives you insights on which careers are stable, where new opportunities are emerging, and how to future-proof your skills. This project consumed me, but the bot grew smarter with every piece of data I gave it, and I rigorously tested it against expert sources. It actually worked. The insane overwhelm and fear I was feeling was finally manageable. No more panicking about my skills becoming obsolete. Finally, I could breathe easy and get excited about AI again. Now, the PDF system isn't as powerful as the full bot experience, which relies on a paid ChatGPT subscription. I wish I could give you it for free, but ChatGPT charged for this feature. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. Still, for just £20 a month, you can gain the same peace of mind. But if you can't afford it, the free version will still be incredibly powerful, and the documents I've put together will help you stay focused and fearless. Remember, tech moves fast, but now you have a powerful advantage. AGI doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon, and you're not alone with the hype and the overload and the constant information and the trying to keep up and the worrying about your skills. You're not alone with it. And I truly hope I've helped you manage those feelings, because I had them and it was driving me insane. But trust me, STEM degrees and computer science is far from doomed. In fact, I would argue there has never been a better time to be in this field. Watch this video next about why computer science isn't doomed. If you want access to the AI Hype Filter bot, it's in the description. If you don't have a ChatGPT subscription, this won't work, but you can also get the free PDF system from the link below as well. And hey, if the AI overlords do take over, at least we'll understand how they work. Thanks for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.